Yo, so in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can book a call. And people always struggle with booking calls or even booking one call, one qualified call that will actually convert into some clients. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can book a call. No excuses now, with a massive guarantee that I'll book it for you if you don't book it yourself, because I'm so confident in my ability to make this document so that you can book things for yourself. So looking at this document, the general structure is that it follows a Loom video that I filmed for you to make it even easier for you to walk through the instructions. And I'll go over the offer and message in a second. But just to show you that we booked some calls, well, first of all, here's my following. I don't know why it says Devin Jatho at the front. Maybe I'm just him. But as you can see, this is my account, right? Matt Pham, handsome guy, amazing bio. And I only have a couple thousand views. I mean, most notably, 337 followers, right? And only a couple thousand views. You know, some of these views are boosted, that's for sure. But the conversion mechanism was all the same. All I did was, well, for the boosted, just press boost on Meta Business Suite or on Instagram. But I don't recommend doing Instagram because there's a 30% Apple charge fee. I don't know why there is like a little tax, an Apple tax. And it's just a bit ridiculous. So do it on Meta Business Suite to boost your reels, get some more engagement, and to get some more booked calls. So follow me if you're watching this right now, please. And this is how many calls that we booked in the past 37 days, 31 calls. As you can see, this is legit, not some random account or payment plan. Don't show my bank account. Okay, that's fine. But this is literally my Calendly dashboard. All right. So now going on to the booking calls part, this video is not going to be too long because I want to make it silly, stupid, simple, right? Really, really simple, so you can actually get your next call and resultingly your next client. So the first thing is that I made a Loom here. I was so nice to make a Loom to go over this entire document. Now that's a Google Doc form. I just transferred this to Notion, so don't be alarmed. It's the exact same thing. So the first thing is crafting an offer. And there are so many ways to craft an offer, but the main ways that you can do to get started, to get your first call, is to pick the top 3 people in your niche and look at their offer. Look at exactly what they are offering to their prospects and to their clients. Obviously, from these 3 people, I can only find one person here, but that's fine. I have my own way to make an offer, which is this. So the first thing about an offer is that you want to copy their offer. Obviously, not word for word, but copy the structure, copy the result, the outcome people get, and possibly reduce the difficulty in achieving it or increase the value provided, right? If we follow Alex Hormozi's value equation, spelled that terribly well, but we can see that at the top of the value equation, which one's a good photo? This one's from the book. So at the top is the dream outcome, and we times that by the perceived likelihood of achievement. So the dream outcome is what someone would want ideally in that situation. Is it more views, which is, I guess, less leverage than more calls? People want more calls, they want more clients because they want more cash, right? Or if you're a fitness coach, they want to lose a particular amount of fat or gain a particular amount of muscle in a certain amount of time. If it's I'm trying to think of another example. Let's move on. So the next one is perceived likelihood of achievement. How easy is it for them to achieve this? Looking at your previous clients, looking at other people in this niche, can they see a path of them actually taking, which will get them to that result? Can you make that easier for them to do? Next thing is time delay. How long do they have to wait to actually get that result? Is it 1 month? Is it 3 months? Is it 6 months? The next thing is effort and sacrifice. How much time, this is sort of the same thing as time delay, but how much effort and sacrifice do they have to put in? If it's, you're a fitness coach, again, I just love that example. If you're a fitness coach and people have to go to the gym 5 times a week for 2 hours, that's obviously a lot of sacrifice and a lot of effort that not a lot of people are going to do. So maybe to reduce that, it would be 3 days, 45 minutes, right, for example. Or if it's a agency or like a consultant in the agency field, lead gen. So people want to have maybe 30 calls booked per month, but they don't want to send thousands and tens of thousands of messages of cold emails. And so what we do is we leverage ads, for example, so that you don't have to actually do that. And so that's one way to reduce effort. and sacrifice, and also increase the dream outcome and perceived likelihood of achievement. So everything on the top line, as you've heard so many times, I'm sure people have explained this concept. Increase all the top, decrease all the bottom. That's it. I'm gonna leave it from there. Okay, super simple. And then from there, once you create your offer, now we can actually start messaging people. So it follows a very simple framework where you essentially have an opener, and I'll explain to you why there are two different openers here. Then you qualify them by asking them a series of questions to figure out, if people actually want to get help from you and if they actually need your stuff. And I'll explain to you um, about that in more detail. And then finally, the pitch. So actually telling them who you help and the type of results that you have gotten, and then getting people to hop on the call. So let me break it down. So the first thing is the opener. So there are two openers. There's the cold outbound and there's the warm outbound. For you marketing nerds who don't know this, or should I say non-marketing nerds, cold outbound essentially just means that people who you've never talked to ever in your life and you're reaching out to them cold, right? You heard of cold calling, and people who are cold calling these other people, they have never spoken to them in their entire life. And so they just find leads um, through many software and many different channels and reach out to them, right? And the next thing is warm outbound. So warm outbound is people who already follow you. So, Devin Jatho's followers. So my followers in this case, and I'll be messaging all these people, and those would be considered warm outbound. Wow, look at all those leads. Hey, yo, what is that? Oh, hell no, getting rid of that. Um, but anyways, so looking back at the opener, so we have specific ones for warm outbound or cold outbound. So for cold outbound, you always want to lead with value, right? And so the structure is yo, hey, name, optional. People tend to switch between names and no names, but I generally say don't include a name if you don't want to be basic. If you want to, you can. It's not really necessary. Next thing is I've got a system, which is X outcome. Would it be cool if I shared a quick loom? So film a loom, film a quick video, give some value, actually solve a problem, and make it personalized and send it to them. And then this is literally the one I use. Steal it. Yo, I filmed your video showing your system booking me 30 or 50 qualified calls per month. Cool if I share it with you. So I literally send this. If you have been on the other end, you'll literally know. Pause. So the next thing is warm outbound. So yo, hey, name optional. Thanks for the follow. You're sticking around for the content, or do you also do the niche specific activity? So for example, for the fitness slash like going to the gym, self improvement offer. Yo, thanks for the follow, bro. You're sticking around for the fire content, or you're currently hitting the gym right now. And so you can see that people are already following you, so you have an excuse to sort of say these things, which is like, thanks for the follow, like first appreciating them. Then you can ask them like, are you just sticking around for the fire content, or are you currently hitting the gym? And if they're hitting the gym, then we can sort of transition to the next part. And again, people will reply to this, say yes, or go away, piss off, I want to kill you. Obviously, don't reply to that and never want to work with them anyways. Don't even try to book a call, just drop the conversation. The next thing, when people reply positively, there's a positive reply rate. Then you want to pre-qualify them by asking them a series of questions using the BANT method. So the first thing is the budget. So do they actually have some cash right now? And you don't want to ask them like, hey bro, how much money do you have in your bank account? You want to ask them, yo bro, are you currently investing into yourself right now? Are you currently in a position to, invest in your business, invest in your health right now? And I'll tell you a bonus tip in a second on how you can do that even better. So next thing is the authority. Are they the decision maker in their business? Do they make all the decisions in their business? Do they make all the decisions in their life, in their health? For example, speaking about your fitness goals, I mean, would your wife want to be on call as well? Because I know, your partner would want to be sort of supportive of your decision. Would they want to hop on call? That's if you're a fitness coach or whatever coach, and you want your wife to hop on the call because they need to talk over the financials with it. And I can tell you how many calls I've been on where they always say like, "Oh, I need to speak to my wife," all this BS, and you really don't want to deal with that. So asking that before you hop on call is the way to go. Next thing is the need. I mean, do you actually need your service right now? And simply asking them, yeah, I mean, do you think you need help right now? And then if they say yes, awesome. If they say no, then you want to figure out why not. Like, if they're already trying something and it's not working out for them, then and they still want to improve, then why wouldn't they want help? Some people are just ignorant. Some people just don't want help because they don't want to look weak. But your job as the prospector is to help them realize and, stop the sort of lack of mental clarity that they have right now, which is preventing them from getting the help and preventing them from getting the result that they need. Because if they had everything that they needed, then they would be where they want to be. They would have the result. They would be skinny. They would be not fat. They would have $10,000 in the bank, and they would have everything that they needed, right? If it wasn't for the help that they are sort of looking for but aren't open to. Right, that was a bit complicated to explain. But the next thing is time. Okay, do they want to do it right now? Why and why not? Are they currently in a 9 to 5 where they can't um, put in more time into their business, put in more time into their health, put in more time into their mental health, or whatever it is, right? And so you want to ask if it's a priority for them right now. Is it a pain for them? Is it a priority for them to want to make these changes, to want to do these things immediately? Because if you're working with someone who's like, oh yeah, I don't really want to do this now, but it's cool if I did it. You don't want to work with those people because you never get the client results that you want, and as a result, you never get the cash that you want. And so it's so important to have that alignment in culture, to have that alignment in just your goals and your ambitions. They have to be aligned as your prospect, with your prospects, and as a prospector. Okay. And finally is the pitch, right? Once you've gone over their genuine pain, they genuinely need your help and they want help now. Then you say, yeah, bro, I'm actually working with a couple of people right now, struggling with that. I could show you what we're doing if you like. And then you send over your personal calendar. This is mine, right? Very cool. And you can even go over and copy my calendar questions if you like. If you're smart, you would. Okay, it's not going to load in time, but whatever, that's fine. But have a look at my calendar and I'll actually show you. Okay, it loaded just in time. So let's say, okay, and you can copy all the questions that I have here. And this is what I use to pre-qualify people. So I know that when I hop on a call with them, whether or not it's likely to close them. And you literally now have no excuse to book a call. And again, if you want to book a call with me, that's fine. If not, I couldn't care either way. Still booking calls with or without you, respectfully. But I hope you had a good day. I hope all this has made sense. And if you literally don't book a call after following this entire process, I will literally do it for you because it cannot be any easier than this. And if you're going to give me some BS reason and say, oh, yeah, I read through all this, I sent 5 messages and I couldn't book a call, Matt, please book it for me, I'm not going to respond to you respectfully. So, yeah, that's all I have for you today. Hope that was valuable. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.